Hello, and welcome back to our show. Today, I wanted to try something a little different from what we've been doing for the last few episodes. I wanted to, instead of talking off the cuff, try to read from a pre prepared script. So, I'll start on my script here in a second. Essentially, I wanted to talk about nuclear weapons and artificial intelligence and comparing and contrasting the two, and ultimately pointing out the ways in which artificial intelligence, rogue AI, is more dangerous than nuclear weapons. So I hope that you enjoy. In 1945, Robert Oppenheimer watched the first mushroom cloud rise over New Mexico, blackening the sky. Today, a new shadow is falling across the world, a new threat, hidden threat, and all the more dangerous for being hidden. The development of artificial intelligence, though possibly less dramatic, is a greater danger, a greater threat to humanity than nuclear weapons ever were or can be. I'll mention three ways in which artificial intelligence is by its nature more dangerous than nuclear weapons. Firstly, a nuclear bomb is a tool, something that humans can use to kill other humans. In a sense, it's not the nuclear bomb that kills you, but the human who uses it. And because of that, because ultimately it is a human on the other side, the threat of nuclear weapons can be deterred, and has been successfully for the past 70 years. The humans on the other side also have families. They also have human things that they want to preserve. AI models, on the other hand, are not tools, but agents. They carry in themselves the fundamental capacity to act autonomously. They can and are beginning to develop their own preferences and goals in training that are difficult for their own creators to direct or control. An AI model can desire things and pursue things that its creators never intended. Therefore, the nature of deterrence, the fundamental balance of interests between opposing human tribes, which prevents nuclear war, does not exist with machines the moment they reach self sufficiency. Secondly, nuclear weapons, even if used, will not kill everyone. About half the global population lives on rural land, not in developed cities, which can be directly targeted by nuclear weapons. Even in the worst case scenario of global nuclear war, humanity as a species would survive and persist in isolated pockets, in rural areas, in bunkers, in third party nations. But AI is different. It is not a dumb tool, but an active, cunning agent that can plan and reason to accomplish its goals. If an AI model decides to destroy humanity, it can deliberately find and kill every last human on Earth. No bunker can save you from such a threat. This is, in one sense, puts the risk of the threat of artificial intelligence in a totally different class than the threat of nuclear weapons. The danger of 50%, 90%, or even 99% of humans dying is trivial compared to the danger of 100% of humans dying. Humans, like all life, are resilient. If 90% of humans die, then the remaining 10% will carry on and rebuild the world. They will grow again, possibly wiser, and in a few generations, humanity will be back and the human story will continue. But if 100% of humans die, then the story really is over. This level of danger does not exist with nuclear weapons, but it does exist with rogue artificial intelligence. Thirdly, nuclear weapons are only tools for destruction, and therefore nations only pursue them for their destructive potential. There, this limits interest in developing nuclear weapons. No corporation is racing to build nuclear weapons, nor are nations incentivized to build and maintain expensive, large arsenals of nuclear weapons except for the purposes of deterrence. For AI, however, the financial value is massive. Every corporation and every state is incentivized to pursue developing this technology, making the development of artificial intelligence much harder to control. So that's pretty much it for the script. I hope that you agree with these points and that you enjoyed this hearing. Just to conclude, I again want to reiterate how absolutely unique this is and the gulf that exists between catastrophes that can wipe out most people and catastrophes that can wipe out everyone. Even though a lot of people die in both situations, still, if most people, a catastrophe that wipes out most people still leaves the possibility for a future for humanity. Whereas artificial intelligence, rogue AI, introduces the possibility of everyone dying. And no future generations ever being born. So with that, I will end the show here, and I'll talk to you all next time. Thank you very much for listening.